Hello. How are you? I don't have much of a plan for today. It's been quite hectic. But what we could start with is lighting some sage. I always wear light colors when I do this, so I always run the risk of getting something on them. We'll just let the smoke sort of wash over you. Really just let it cleanse you. The window is open today because it's very hot, but also very humid because we're getting lots of rain. So you can probably hear the birds outside chirping, but I think that that's rather nice. I love waking up to the sound of birds. I guess we'll just do some talking today. I might sound a little sick, but I'm not. It's very dry in my apartment. I need to get a humidifier. Just really let the smoke go around your whole body. I'm not quite used to the heat yet, even though I lived in California and in Texas. I came back to my home state in December, and we get lots of snow here. So my body has gotten used to the cold again. It's not even that hot today, but it's very humid. We've been getting lots of rain recently, which is sort of nice. I do miss the sun, but the rain always washes everything away, which is important. And it's important for all the greenery as well. Although this kind of weather just makes you want to stay in bed. I do want to go fishing soon, but not in this kind of weather. Although it might be fun. I have gone fishing before on a small boat, and the motor died, and it started to rain, so we were stuck out on the lake, trying to paddle our way back in the rain. It was lots of fun. I do really like the rain. And I love thunderstorms. What I really want to do soon, when the sun is out, or rather, when the sun is starting to come out, is watch the sunrise. I love doing that. I've only been fortunate enough to do it a few times though. So this summer, I'll have to do it some more. I'm still learning to deal with the craziness and the busyness of my life. And that can be hard for everyone. So if you're in a position like me, where things just keep coming at you, it's important to find that time to take a step back and focus on yourself. And maybe, if too much stuff is going on, you need to take some time to come up with a plan and a schedule so that you're not just swamped by stuff constantly. Things will get better and easier. They always do. Just gotta have a little patience, and you gotta have a little patience with yourself as well. As frustrating as that may be at times. I know my videos have sort of been sporadic recently. A lot has been going on. But sitting here now doing this, I'm just reminded of how much I do really enjoy making these videos. It seems to be one of the only things that I actually want to do. I mean, there's lots of things I want to do, but with the craziness going on right now, this is what I look forward to. Even if I don't always have time for it, I look forward to when I do have the time. It's a lot of fun for me doing this. Sometimes I forget that. Sorry if you hear any noise from outside. Trying to get some fresh air in here. It's funny how noises don't seem to matter until you're doing something where you needed to be silent. I went to an amusement park this weekend with my best friend and her whole family because she has little cousins and a little brother. It was a lot of fun. I didn't go on very many rides though. Only like 3 or 4 because I started to feel a bit motion sick. I've noticed, since becoming diabetic, I get motion sickness a lot easier, but I still had a great time. I just knew my limit. She went on a whole bunch though. And we went to the movies. We saw Bogeyman. It wasn't very good. But going to the movies is fun. And it was somewhat entertaining anyway. I'm trying to do more stuff this summer. There was a big period in my life where I didn't really do anything. So, this next period in my life, I want to do a whole bunch of stuff. Even if it's just going to eat in a drive-in, going to get ice cream at an ice cream shop, going to the movies, going for a late night drive, watching the sunset, or watching the sunrise, stuff like that. Really just enjoying the little things. Making memories. That's what I want this summer to be. Just about having fun and nothing too crazy. The 4th of July is coming up. I have no idea what we're doing, but something fun. I'm quite positive I have that day off as well, which would be really nice because I work second shift, so I wouldn't get out till 10. But then of course if I worked first shift, I'd have to go in the next morning at 6. So either way, it wouldn't really work out too well, because I'm someone who needs quite a bit of sleep. But then again, I was just talking about making memories. So I think being tired, or rather, even more tired than I already am, would be well worth it. We'll see what happens. It's just fun to celebrate. Celebrate anything, really. Me and my friend always find something to celebrate about, which I like. It's fun to celebrate the small things, even just by doing something small. Of course, it's fun to celebrate big things too. I guess my idea of celebrating small stuff is just buying food that you like. Maybe spending a little extra more money on something. Treating yourself. Just little things like that, which sometimes you really need to do in life. Eventually I'll have a better handle on things, and it won't be so tiresome all the time. Just gotta get there. I know I'm on the way up, which is exciting. Something to look forward to. Even with everything that's so crazy going on, I'm really starting to enjoy this next chapter in my life. Almost makes me emotional in a good way. I'm not one who gets very emotional about things, so it's kind of interesting sometimes. Sometimes I just get this overwhelming feeling of joy, which is nice. It's very nice. I really want to buy a puzzle. I love puzzles. I have yet to find one that I like that's in my price range. So that might have to wait a while. But we'll see. One step at a time, one day at a time. That's what I'm working on. Just taking things slow and enjoying it. I've never been one to have very many friends, and I've always liked it that way. I like just spending my time with the few important people in my life. I have this one friend who her whole life she's always had lots of friends, and it always seems rather exhausting to me. It's just too much to keep track of. But my one friend, who I live with, who I went to the amusement park with, and her whole family, we went to the movies with. I've known her for almost 9 years, or almost 10 years, for a very long time. And I just like how welcomed her and her whole family makes me feel. Obviously, I have my family who I love more than anything, but it's nice to feel like you have a second family as well. Very fortunate. I want to get into painting more again, because I love to paint. I have to buy some canvases and some more paint, because I don't really have many colors. But oh well, doesn't really matter. Growing up in my home state, I'm very fortunate to have grown up here. There was a time in my life where I felt like I didn't belong here. So I moved away. And altogether I was probably gone for 5 years. But for the last 2 years, I had known that I always wanted to move back here. And now that I am back here, I have this overwhelming feeling of joy. And like I am in the exact place I am meant to be. And I don't ever want to be anywhere else but here. Of course, I want to travel some more. But this is my home. It makes me very happy. So I guess we should end this on a good note. So, I'll let you go from here. I will see you again soon. And until then, get some rest.